So the trailer for The Suicide Squad is out, and as I checked it out, a scene from Jumanji came to mind.
What year is it?
Seriously, what year is it? The first Suicide Squad came out 5 years ago, deeply altered from David Ayer's original vision to try and cash in on the glory of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So here's how it went. 5 years ago, Warner Brothers, in absolute panic mode after Man of Steel and Batman v Superman drew bad criticism for being too dark, we shot a good portion of the film and massively re-edited it in order for it to be more lighthearted after the success of the original Guardians of the Galaxy. The result was a fucking Frankenstein of a movie that very clearly clashed Ayer's grittier style with a sanitized Marvel-like mainstream take with tacked on pop songs every 5 minutes because hey, it worked for those guys and it must work for us too, right? Although being a joke and a laughingstock among movie fans, Suicide Squad managed to make a lot of money at the box office and a sequel was soon greenlit. And I'm not gonna go into production details here, but the sequel eventually landed on James Gunn's lap. So here's how it goes now. The studio hires the guy who directed the movie the studio tried to mimic 5 years ago, completely disregarding its original director's creative vision in order to cash in on the hype generated by said movie. Does that make sense? I mean my thread of thought because the story certainly doesn't. I mean, what could be the point of hiring James Gunn after you already tried to copy his work on the first movie? The studio's cut of Suicide Squad is an emulation of what a Suicide Squad directed by James Gunn would be, minus Michael Rooker and Sean Gunn. Even if Gunn wasn't the idiosyncratic filmmaker that he is, best case scenario what you get is a cohesive version of the first movie, or even a Guardians of the Galaxy with a different set of characters. And that's exactly what I thought while watching the trailer. It looks like a different version of the exact same movie we saw 5 years ago. Everything looks too familiar. The faces, the acting, the jokes, the dialogue, and they even got fucking Groot this time. Though I'm not gonna lie, King Shark's character model looks funny as hell, and once he spoke and Sylvester Stallone's voice came out, it was awesome. Look, I know the trailer is the trailer and the movie is the movie, but everything we see throughout these almost 3.5 minutes, besides the overt statement that Jai Courtney's hype has officially passed, and the obligatory Michael Rooker on a James Gunn movie, is repetition. Something we have already seen. Not once, not twice, but 3 times if we are a little flexible with Guardians 2. It's not that it looks bad, it's not that it doesn't look fun, it's just that the movie this trailer teases to me is the exact one I saw 5 years ago. The exact same thing. And while watching the trailer, I kinda trailed off halfway through it because I couldn't shake 2 questions out of my head. 1, what is the point of this? And 2,
What year is it?